Let's see. All right. So today is November the 20th, and it is, I know I always contemplate doing, we need to do a team call this week because I know people are checked out, but honestly, this is the type of business that we can work it from anywhere at any time. And I spent probably 2 hours this morning working my business. I was planning, I was making notes, I did a little personal development. I did my power hour. I filled out my power hour sheet, and I felt so good that that was done, guys. Like, there's so much power and confidence that comes from just taking action in this business. And I find that if I skip a week, I never skip posting. Like, I'm always on social media. That's just kind of ingrained as a habit for me now. Sharing what I'm doing. But if I skip the little things like 10 minutes of personal development, or adding 5 friends every day, or saying hey to somebody every single day, like if I skip those things, then my business kind of stops. And so this is a business that you can do whatever you want to from wherever you want to. And so I encourage you, if you are a business building coach, no matter at what level, don't check out this week. Don't check out on doing those vital behaviors, because it's going to pay off, after everybody's done with all their turkey and dressing, and after Christmas, and when people are really thinking about the holidays. So I just want to encourage you in that way for sure. Do your power hour this week. I'm not honestly going to send a ton of invites to challenge groups. I am going to invite, especially follow up with those people that I have been talking to, but I'm not going to, what is it, Beth? Okay, all right. So I'm not gonna do a whole lot of new invites to challenge groups, because honestly, people just are not thinking about that right now. But I did invite some people that I had conversations going with, that I had on my list to follow up with. And so I'm gonna keep doing those relationship building activities this week. And I definitely encourage you guys to as well. I made a video with some team updates with some things going on in our team page this morning. So definitely go back and watch that. I'm just gonna jump straight into 80-day obsession, because that is what this team call is going to be about tonight. And again, so I want you guys to understand, I am going to throw so much information at you that you will probably shut down about halfway through. I'm just warning you. But get out your notepad, take some notes, and then you can go back and kind of digest it or watch this again, because honestly, I am transmitting information that my upline coach has given to us as leaders, and I've had to watch this call twice. I was on it live, and then I've watched it twice. And so it's a lot of information, but it's really important for us as coaches to be on top of these things. And no matter where you're at, I want you guys to listen to this, no matter where you're at in your business, whether you're a hobby coach, or you're a brand new coach, you're part-time or you're full-time, it doesn't matter. You can take 80-day obsession and use it at some level to help grow your business. All right. And so that is what we're going to talk about tonight, because it is a huge business building opportunity. There's no way around that. It's going to be a great program. I think that most of us probably did the A Little Obsessed workouts, but definitely take notes. Share this with your team, with your challengers if you don't have a team yet, where it's going to be something that we're going to have to talk about more than once. And I can remember as a brand new coach, and even now, when it comes to launching a new program, that really intimidates me. It's something that I don't want to sound salesy. I don't want to just sound like Beachbody. But I have learned to kind of take these things and work my message into the program. And especially this having the word obsession in it, that turned me off big time. It was totally when I heard about it, I was like, oh no, how am I going to talk people into doing that? It sounds horrible. But I've just prayed about it a lot, and I've asked God to kind of guide me. Oh, look at the little boy. And so I have turned it into, I was sharing with Dale, I'm calling it Get Obsessed with Our Temples. And I'm going to talk about the fact that we don't, I'm going to move away from obsessed with the scale, obsessed with our pant size, that type of thing, but really getting obsessed with just being healthy, with being mindful and focused on how are we treating our bodies? How are we taking care of our bodies? Are we treating these bodies like the temples that they are, like the beautiful creation that God has made them to be? But it also helped me too. Last night, Autumn did a call for some of us leaders about just about her own health and nutrition and stuff. And she said she even hated the name. Like, she didn't come up with the name, Carl Deichler did, but he explained it to her, because she's really cool. Like, she is all about like a healthy body image, like really and truly taking care of your body, not being skinny, but being healthy. And she said that she told Carl she hated the name, she didn't want to do it, but he explained to her exactly kind of what I said, was just that, you know, it's about getting obsessed with being healthy, not obsessed with the size or the scale or anything like that, but really taking care of your bodies. And from what I understand about this program, the nutrition, like, you're going to eat more food than you have in any of these other programs that they have created. It's all about timed nutrition, and it's going to be something very different, but it's definitely about being healthy and not being skinny. So I think that that is really cool, and that's something that you can talk about a lot too. It's definitely going to be a volume generating program. These are going to be volume generating activities. If we talk about it, if we get people signed up for it, it's going to be an opportunity to recruit maybe current customers who want to switch to a coach, to lead challenge groups, or for the discount, or even just signing up new people as coaches, maybe that you know who are already into health and fitness. So I'm going to get into the details, and you guys use the chat bar, and I can stop whenever you need me to, or I can take questions at the end, and we will just move through this. Okay. So, you guys can see my screen, right? I didn't even ask. Okay. So there are a lot of dates. So like I said, just take notes. I'm going to share these images with you guys in our team page, so that will help you as well. So the challenge packs for this program will actually launch in December. December 14th is when these challenge packs will roll out. The program itself does not start until January 15th, and it's going to be all online. There will be no DVDs with this program, and it's going to launch like 1 week at a time. So customers will have to have Beachbody On Demand and able to do this. But the challenge packs start to go on sale for this December 14th. And this is different. Like, they actually have challenge packs for current customers and coaches, and then they have challenge packs for new people who are signing up as customers or coaches. They have talked about, like, for those of us coaches who sign up with the resources with the challenge pack or whatever to access this program, they've talked about doing a special session for us as coaches with Autumn to talk about the nutrition aspect of it, because it is a little bit more complex and it's different than anything that we have done before. So starting on January 8th, you will be able to start downloading those meal plans. And so since it is different, that's not a lot of time for us as coaches to get prepared. And so that's why they're talking about doing that, okay? Guys, I'm on a call, so you're just going to have to, like, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you can. And so those are the dates. They are going to do another kind of like week of Little Obsessed. This says December 20th through January 6th. That's what it is. Okay, so I have my dates wrong. So December 20th through January 6th, they're going to do the same workouts that we had before with a Little Obsessed, but they're going to put a meal plan with it. All right, so that's going to be super cool. And so I will probably do a free group that week. I'll probably start it right after the holiday, after Christmas, and that will be an opportunity so people don't actually have to buy. They can just do a free membership and have access to these workouts. Again, they'll be in front of the paywall. And so I'll probably do a free group around that, but I'll explain that more in just a little bit, all right? Okay, so don't let these numbers overwhelm you. But I want you guys, I'm going to break these down, each of them, and talk to you guys a little bit. There's Christy. Christy, if you want to jump in at any point, just unmute yourself. And so this is where we start with the challenge packs. Now, these first few that I'm going to show you are for people who are already customers, Beachbody On Demand customers. Okay, so everything that you get with these challenge packs will not include the All Access membership. All right. Now, this first one, the Mega Completion Pack. All right, this is for people who already have on demand. So, like, I think that the way I understand it, we could even sign up for this. And it's a lot, $400. It sounds like a lot. It is a lot. But what you're saving by getting all this stuff up front is kind of incredible. And so from everything that I've heard, you definitely want to use the performance line with this program. I am going to encourage all of my customers and coaches to use the performance line with it. And so you are basically getting everything that you need for the entire 80 days in this pack, except for the, let's see, it's one bag of Shakeology, 2 tubs of Energize, and 4 recovers, all right? Plus you get bands, and from what everybody says, like I ordered the bands from Beachbody, but they were the, what's that guy that, the booty, what's his name? I don't know what's his name is. I ordered those bands and they're really good, but from what I understand, these bands are going to be even better and last longer. And so that is, yes, okay, just one piece. Y'all don't play with the fire. Okay, so that is really important because you're going to use these bands a lot, and we need to have strong ones for them to last for the entire 80 days. You get the meal planning resources, the slides, obviously the containers and everything. Now, if you already have these things or if you don't want them, it's still like I mean, I can give them away to challengers. I can, you know, I don't know, I can do lots of stuff, but I always end up giving away containers and some challenge I do, or through a promotion or something like that. So you basically just get everything that you need up front. And this is definitely going to be for like die-hard fitness people, people who understand the value of the performance line, people who already love Shakeology, people who already are doing like these programs, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Hammer and Chisel, you know, Shift Shop. They're really going to understand this. And it's a ton. Look at the volume and the commission. And you save over $200 by signing up with this challenge pack, okay? So it's huge. And don't, like I said, and even yourself, like for me personally, I really can't drink Recover that much. But if I could, like I would buy this challenge pack because it would save me so much money. But Recover the Whey product hurts my stomach, but Matt loves it. So, I mean, I guess I could do it for him. But anyways, that's the first one. And that's for people who are currently customers already. The next one is going to be the combo completion pack. And again, it's the same, except that you get a bag of Shakeology, you get 1 Energize and 1 Recover. And it's kind of the middle of the road. And what I foresee is that this will be a big one for people like us, people who are doing the programs, your challengers who love Shakeology already, people who probably use the performance line. Like I can think in my head of probably 5 people who I work with already that would do this. All right. So again, it's the same. You just don't get it for the whole time. And this would be good for challengers or coaches who maybe haven't used the performance line, but they have been wanting to. All right. And so that's a good option for them. Again, the commission, the PV, it is great. Like it's really going to be something that helps push your business forward, helps grow your income, and definitely helps people get some results. Okay. And like I said, everybody says like you're going to be sore. Like Melanie Mitro says you're going to be sore for the entire 80 days. So there's that. This is the basic completion pack. This is where you get either a bag of Shakeology or you get the performance stack, which would be Energize and Recover, a tub of each. Again, you get the intro guide, you get the bands, the slides, the portion container stuff, all that stuff. And you've already got Beachbody on demand, so you have access to the program when it comes out. So that is the third option for existing customers. This is the Mega Pack Performance Pack without Shakeology. Again, this is for existing customers. Same thing, you just don't get Shakeology. You get 2 Energize and you get 4 Performance Recover. So it's less than that 410 because you don't get the bag of Shakeology with it. So if anybody who maybe doesn't drink Shakeology, or they already have like their own recurring HD, or maybe they use some other kind of shake, but they want to use their performance line, this would be for them. Okay. Let's see. And this is the basic. Like this is probably, I'm probably not even going to mention this to people, honestly, unless they have like given me every objection in the book and they just want to do the program, but none of the nutrition and stuff. But personally, like I'm going to require people drink Shakeology at least to be in this 80-day obsession program. And so like this is just going to be like a last option for people who are hey guys, I'm working. Okay. So this is going to be like a last ditch effort to get people to sign up and do this. And like even people who say like I'm just going to order my bands from Amazon, I would say, well, great, but they're probably not going to last you for the entire 80 days. Like the people that I've talked to that have ordered them from Amazon, they don't fit well. They slide around, they roll up. And mine did that, but I figured it out pretty quickly how to make them work. But the cheaper the bands, the less they're really going to work. So I would definitely encourage people to get these that are specifically made for this program. All right, so that was for everybody who is already a customer or already a coach. And like I said, we as coaches get to buy these packages too, which is unique. That's kind of new. They haven't really done that a whole lot for us as coaches, because once you're a coach, typically in the past, you can't buy a challenge pack. So even for us guys, these prices are really, really good. So I would take advantage of one of those packages for sure, as just for yourself. The ones I'm going to show you now are for people who are not yet coaches or customers. They don't have Beachbody On Demand. And it's kind of the same thing, except that you're adding the Beachbody On Demand membership. So the Mega Challenge Pack comes with everything for the entire 80 days, the 2 tubs of Energize, the 4 tubs of Recover, a bag of Shakeology, all the resources for the actual program, plus a year membership to Beachbody On Demand. Now, think about people who are currently on Beachbody On Demand. What was the sign-up date last year, Christy? Was it like December or something? Wasn't it in December?
It was, I think it launched 12/27 or 12/28. It was right around my birthday.
Okay. So people are going to be, their bod description is going to be running out. And so the way that it's supposed to work is they're supposed to get a reminder that it's going to renew. I think it will automatically renew, but okay, so corporate is figuring something out for us so that we can search through our customer base and actually pull out the people who are on Beachbody On Demand and let us know when their subscription runs out, whether or not they're on Shakeology, etc. And so that is a tool that we can use to say, hey, your subscription's about to run out. Do you want to just let it run out and sign up with one of these 80-day obsession challenge packs when it runs out? Because it's going to save them a good bit of money, because with this challenge pack or any of these challenge packs, they're going to be paying $30 for their annual subscription as opposed to $100. All right. So that's important to understand. So definitely I'm going to, once they make that resource available to us, or I think they're actually going to email us, everybody, is what they're planning to do, is email us and let us know who our all access customers are when their subscription runs out and whether or not they're on Shakeology HD. Now, some of you guys, that may not even apply to you if you're a newer coach, but this will be important for those of us who do have a lot of people on that. So this is an option for them as well. And if there are people who do love Shakeology, or they want to get back on Shakeology and they know they're going to drink it for the entire time, like they could sign up as a coach and get that 25% discount as well. So that's important. The combo challenge pack, I feel like this is probably going to be the one that newer coaches and customers, that if we can just be diligent in talking about their performance line, talking about it in our challenge groups, sharing in our Insta stories, sharing in our Facebook stories, doing fun little things where we talk about our Energize and how it helps us before our workout. Like if we can be diligent about talking about the performance line, I feel like this is the challenge pack that is really going to be the one that works the most for us. So with it, you get a bag of Shakeology, 1 Energize, and 1 Recover. So you guys, there's 2 Recovers on there because it either comes in chocolate or orange. So people get to choose the flavor. And then, of course, all the resources as well as a 1-year membership. And that's really good. $240 for all that is a huge, huge savings. So, like, we should definitely be talking that up for sure.
Right.
Go ahead. Whoa, you want me to go back?
No, I was just going to say what Rachel, how she said that a minute ago about Beachbody On Demand being $40, that really helps when I'm describing or the value of a challenge pack or a specific pack is breaking it out. Like, so, they may look at $240 and think, oh my gosh, that's so much. Well, instead of just saying this is going to save you a lot of money, be specific and say the alternative is if you buy Beachbody On Demand for a year, it's going to cost you $100. So with this package, it's really breaking down to $40. Like we've just not seen a package like this before. Those things kind of help me. And really genuinely share it. It helps me like really focus on, I'm really helping these people with the best option, not just helping me with commission or Success Club points. Is to show them the value financially.
Yeah, I mean, these challenge packs, like Beachbody has stepped up. I mean, that is a huge, especially the $400 one. Like even if you chose this what was it, $240 versus $440, that's a really big difference. Like I order Energize. It comes on auto ship every single month. Like I love me some Energize. I drink Recover every so often. I can't drink it regularly, but Matt drinks it a lot, so like we use these products and I know they work. But to get all of that up front is a really crazy major savings. Now, is everybody going to spend $400 something? No, but you have some people that do. If you have one person that does, I mean, look at that. Your commission's $143 and your PV, which if you're Emerald or higher, boost your cycle bonuses. Like that's a lot. That is okay. $330 in PV, Christy. What's that? If you have that's like, what is it? 18 times 3. So that's, $143 in commission plus it's almost $200 that you're earning just on that one challenge pack, right?
PV bonus too.
Matt says I do crazy math. He says sometimes I do angry math and confused math. Is that good?
I don't do math at all. So I was like,
okay. All right. So it is a huge savings and it is something that I believe in. If you don't believe in it yet, trust us. It's like, it's the products are awesome and they'll definitely work. So, okay, combo challenge pack. And then you got the basic challenge pack, which is $180. They get their year membership. They get to choose either to get Shakeology or their performance stack, which is Energize and Recover, plus all the resources. Okay, again, a huge savings, a really good deal. So you'll probably have a lot of people do this as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you guys have any questions about that before I move on? Like I said, y'all are probably going to zone out about halfway through, but just take notes and trust me. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about how to promote it. And again, I want to stress, like, you choose how to promote this, but I would say don't choose not to promote it. Like, even if you talk about it every now and then, you may not write a blog, you may not do a live video, you may not talk about it in your channel, I don't know, but don't skip this, because program launches can be so huge for our businesses. And not just like from a business standpoint, but like I really believe that this program is going to change some things for people. Like we have been doing this changing up our nutrition and this elimination program and kind of listening to our bodies more. And this program, the workouts are going to be great, but also the nutrition piece is going to be a huge education piece for a lot of people, including myself. And so like I really want to get this into the hands of as many people as possible and help them get results. So one of the things that I'm going to do, I do have a blog. Not everybody has a blog. And if you don't have one and that stresses you out, don't feel like you have to do that. And I honestly, if I started a blog brand new, I probably wouldn't start blogging about 80-day obsession, because that's just not my style. Like I want, my blog has a different focus, but I do incorporate my coaching stuff into it. So I am going to write a blog post tomorrow about this with the program description, thinking about like a lot of frequently asked questions, like how long are the workouts? What's their performance line? What is time nutrition? Things like that. I'm just going to kind of cover the basics. And honestly, I'm going to use a lot of that information. I'm going to pull it from the Coach Online Office. They've already created that information for us. And I'm going to post that tomorrow. And it's going to be, I'm going to put my spin on it too in that blog post. Like I said, I'm taking the focus, let's get obsessed with caring for our temples. So I'm going to incorporate that into my blog. It's not just going to be facts and descriptions and things like that. I'm going to put my spin on it and what my focus will be for this program. Okay. So that people can get a taste of me. And so what that blog will be, once I put it out there, I will email it to my customers. I will share it in my Prepare to Be Obsessed challenge group. I'll probably share it in all my regular challenge groups so that people can know what's coming. But every time somebody asks me in the next couple of months about this program, I can just share that blog post with them. All right. So that will be a really important resource for me to share. And then I can follow up over the next few weeks through December with some more blog posts, like talking about breaking down the kind of the performance stack, those types of things, the cost and what the difference is between the challenge packs that will be available. Do a blog post about what is the performance line, why do I use it, that type of stuff is also, I can link those to each of these blog posts so that everybody has all that information. And like I said, if you don't have a blog post, that's totally okay. Or if you don't have a blog, you can do these things in an event page. You can create an event page and just start making these posts in that event page and using that to invite people to tag people in those posts that you make. Now, that will not be a permanent resource for you, but it would be a resource that you could use for the next couple of months. Right, Christy? Events go away.
What I was going to say is I used to overthink this, and I once heard, and I would read like Rachel's blogs and I would read Melanie's blogs. And I'm like, God, that is just so good. Like, how do they come up with this? And one day Melanie was talking about, I think it was Shift Shop. She was like, go to the FAQ. They have this information there for us. And I was like, really? So I went to the FAQ and I pulled up Melanie's blog post about it. And of course it wasn't like exactly like it or formatted, but she put her spin on it with a sentence or two intro and then adding a personal piece to it. And so that's what I was thinking. If you don't have a blog, and I'm the worst about events, like getting bored with them or forgetting about them literally, but that content is there for you. And so you can just kind of what we call breadcrumb it throughout your event. Nobody knows that you're copying, pasting, and adding a sentence or two to the content. So the FAQs, huge resource, and you can definitely do an event and use that information. And one other thing I was going to say is, like Rachel said, it's not a permanent resource, but what you can do is you can copy and paste your posts into Evernote and save them for maybe if you do another event or recycle that event, with a new date. Say you have such great success in December and January, you do it more. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I'll try, y'all, you may have to remind me, but I'll try to put as many of my things that I put together, not blog posts, obviously, but like emails and things like that into Google Docs, and I'll share those with you too. So that is something that, I won't leave you hanging. Christy and I won't leave you hanging. So emails, collect emails, if you have a WooFoo application and people have filled it out, even if it's just one person, you have someone to email. Okay. If you have customers, if you have coaches, you have emails. When you're making posts about these things, attach your WooFoo form into the comments below, or ask people, say, drop your email for more information. Collect emails so that as these resources, these details come out, you can be emailing your customers, potential customers, with this information as well. So that is something that I will definitely do. If you have a Facebook Live page, or if you have an Instagram business page, you can sponsor ads. I will probably sponsor an ad in December for my challenge group that's going to start in January, because you're going to have a lot of people who are starting to think about, what am I going to do when the new year gets here? And there are a lot of people out there that don't have coaches. And so I will sponsor an ad for this, and I'll show you guys what that is too whenever I do that. Go live, go live on Facebook, go live in your challenge groups, go live talking about the program, about the performance line. Do a live video on your personal page talking about what you're doing to prepare for this new program that's launching in January. You don't have to use the term 80-day obsessed all the time, but you can talk about this new program, that's coming. I did that tonight in my post that I made before we got on here tonight. I talked about a new program that was launching. And I will start I already went live on my page about the elimination program and my nutrition and stuff like that. I will start to do some research for myself on timed nutrition, which is a big part of this program. And I will go live talking about that at some point. And so it's going to be an education piece for me. And I'm just going to educate people as I go along as well. Let's see. We talked about the event page. If you're on Instagram, If you've ever been to my profile on Instagram, I have that Linktree link. I don't know if that's spelled right on here, but if you just Google Linktree, it's a link that you can actually put in your Instagram, and it will take you to different links. So you can put a link in there for your Woo form, or you can put a link in there to your 80-Day Obsession blog post. If you create a prep group or a closed group on Facebook, you can put a link in there for that. So just get creative. But if you're on Instagram and you don't use Linktree, definitely use it no matter what, because it's really cool. It works really well. So that is one thing that I have done, though, is I have a closed group on Facebook for people who do want to do this program already. And they're my coaches and my customers at this point, but they're people that I'm just going to like take them through like the weeks leading up to 80-Day Obsession. Like right now we're doing 21-Day Fix Extreme. On Monday, a lot of us are going to do the 3-Day Refresh. After 21-Day Fix Extreme, I don't know, we may do like Shift Shop or, you know, I know somebody's doing Hammer and Chisel next. Like we're just going to do different programs together to prep our bodies, nutrition as well, but the workouts too. Because honestly, guys, this program is not going to be for new people. Like for people who haven't been doing anything. It's going to be for people who maybe completed 21-Day Fix or 21-Day Fix Extreme, or they're already into fitness. So, you know, that holding group is going to be kind of a way for me to help people get focused, to get prepared for the launch of this program. And so I'm going to use that group. Like I'm going to go in there. I'm going to talk about their performance line. I'm going to share my blog posts and my videos. I'm going to go in there and talk about these different challenge packs that are going to be available starting on December 14th. And, you know, when you create those groups too on Facebook, like if people are Googling 80-Day Obsession or searching 80-Day Obsession on Facebook, they can find your group that way. And it's a way to start new conversations with people as well. So if you need help setting up a group, I have a group that you are welcome to like add your people to. Like we can definitely do that as a team approach, but that is something that I'm doing to help people get ready and kind of help them get excited. Like I'm sharing my meal plans in there every day. I'm going to start talking about nutrition more. And so if I start new conversations with people who want to do this program when it launches, I'm going to make sure that they're my customer first by signing up with a free account. And then we'll move on from there. Okay. Christy, do you have anything to add to that?
I will just say that, you know, Rachel, you know, going back to the beginning when Rachel said, you know, take advantage of this, talk about it, do it. You will not get another chance to talk about the launch of 80-Day Obsession or that, or a little obsessed in December. So what I mean by that is like if you launch this in February, when maybe you feel comfortable with it, you're old news by then. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's talked about it. There's going to be an infomercial, you know, there will be. There's going to be tons of internet ads. It's just going to be there. And so that was something that I will say I almost didn't do a Sean week. And that is, someone said that, like, you have to do it now. Don't wait until you're comfortable. And so I just rolled with it. Like, I just threw it out there. And it was one of the most successful months and free groups I've ever had because of that. And so that was just such a, you know, in the launch of what did we have last summer, a year ago, Country Heat. Like, I didn't even want to do that workout, but like I had people like, you know, literally when the link went live, new challengers buying it. Mm-hmm. When I was like, hey, the link is live, like I hit Success Club, you know, that afternoon. So I'm just encouraging you, don't think, oh, I don't understand this fully, or there's no way I can catch up to this. Just roll with it. You know, I'm not saying don't be strategic. We still have time, but if you don't believe it's today and 2 weeks from now, you're like, oh, I really wish I'd done that. You can still do it. Okay. I'm not encouraging you to wait, but don't miss it.
And like the a little obsessed workouts, like if you did those, then you have knowledge already. Like you have that experience. And I'll tell you, like if you didn't do them, let's see if I still have it. I have one workout saved on my phone. I will stream it live for you if you want to do one so you can have something to talk about. Like I saved the leg workout and I've never done it, honestly.
Oh my gosh, it's hard.
Is it? I need to do it. I did the other ones, but I didn't do that one. So I just saved it. I downloaded it and it's still there. I'm not even sure how long it'll stay there. But Yeah. So, we have that a little obsessed. Most of you probably did it. So you have some knowledge to talk about it, because that honestly was just a sneak. Like, the workouts are going to be longer. They're going to be more intense. Like I said, everybody I've talked to says you will be sore the entire 80 days. So that excites me personally. Like, I think that's awesome. I think it'd be nice to be sore for 80 days and get those kind of results. So,
I was going to say, use that experience. Like, I've been using the experience of Melanie, and we may not know some of these coaches like personal friends, but we know they're real people that are going through these that went through the test group, okay, and then going through a little obsessed for a week and a half. I did a week and a half of 2 weeks. I was sore. And so I can genuinely say to my current challengers and to people I'm talking to, like, these are real women that are doing these workouts, and they've been sore for 80 days. Like, this is, why the Recover is part of the package. It's not going to take away your soreness, but it will help with it, and it will help your muscles recover. So those are things, so you can work harder the next day. So when you do those workouts, or you talk from experience, even if it is a relationship, it adds value and credibility to what you're saying to your potential challengers.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I already talked about this, about the closed Facebook group, but yeah, like in that, I guess I didn't really think about this until I just saw this slide, but even there, like, that is where probably I'll run my free group, because even if I have new people that have never done a program or a challenge group, but I pop them into this, like, this a little obsessed group, or this prepare to be obsessed group that I have going, like, hopefully that's going to be like my core customers, my core coaches who really want results. And they're going to be in there posting and talking about the workouts and like talking about how sore it'll be good. And so, like, I'll just use that for that little free, for that free glimpse into it again after Christmas. And so I will definitely talk about that and advertise for a free group after Christmas, and then just hopefully roll those people over into Challenge Pack sales after that is over and in the new year. Okay. So that is important. That sneak peek will be in front of the paywall. They don't have to sign up for a 14-day free trial. They just have to have a free Beachbody account. So that's exciting. Let's see. What, Christy?
It's a good workout, y'all.
Yeah.
It is. Those workouts, I could do 21-day fix cardio fix today. I could do it much better than I could 2 weeks ago, having done a little obsessed. So it's a really good workout.
Yeah. Okay, so I already talked about this a lot, but I'm going to just recap it. Like, I'm going to start talking about it in my challenge groups. I'm definitely going to start talking about the performance line. I already have. I've already started posting pics of kind of some of the supplements that I use. I'm going to do more research on supplements. Like, I personally have done this. Like, I've researched BCAAs and the Recover and stuff like that. And so, like, I'm educating my customers about that. Christy, were you going to say something? I'm sorry. I thought you raised. Okay. And then, so I'm going to, like, I do this already. Like, every person that signs up as a challenger or coach with me, I send them a sample of Energize. All right. And I do that because, one, I love the stinking stuff. I believe in it. And I know that if they use it, like, I had one of my people who just switched over to a discount coach. She's a runner. She used it this last week, and she was like, oh my gosh, like, I ran my 8 miles so much faster. What is that stuff? And so, like, I have my customers a lot of my customers and coaches use Energize because I put it in their hands in the beginning, and because they know I drink it. I didn't start drinking it until I watched Melanie do it, and then it took me a while before I would even try it. I was kind of scared of it. So, like, address those objections that you might have, like, within your challenge groups, or talk about it. Like, my challenge this week, I'm doing a special challenge for my challengers to stay on track during the holiday, and I'm giving away a tub of Energize. It's a lot, but I really like it, and I think that if it helps people stay on track and stay focused, then that's awesome. So I'm definitely doing that. I will probably do things like a live video in there, or even on I talked about this already, but just consistently posting about the resources that I use. And I don't like to make like a Facebook post about Energize, like not like, oh, this is Energize, you should drink it. But you can make a fun post. Like I call it sometimes my mama juice, my morning juice, my go-go juice. I rarely use the word Energize, but I talk about it's plant-based. I personally deal with mitral valve prolapse. So many people are scared of that, but I can drink it. If I can drink it, I think anybody can. Talk about the tingle, because like that was one thing of when my challengers try it, they're like, it tingles. Is it supposed to do that? I'm like, yes, that's exactly what it's supposed to do, and so like, oh, I need to make a post about that, like, IG stories, like talk about it in your IG stories, things like that. You can just have fun with it, right? Christy, you talk about it sometimes. So yeah, you did the other day.
I do. And I talk about I talked about recover for the first time, because I'm one of those people where I'm like, I don't need supplements. I get my vitamins in Shakeology. I didn't want to drink Energize because I thought my heart would explode. Like I just thought, but I tell people all the time, this is not like a caffeine energy. Caffeine doesn't give me energy. Caffeine makes me jittery, if I drink too much. And I tell people what I love about Energize is I don't even realize now that I've been drinking it, my fingers don't really tingle like that anymore, my hands. I don't realize I've even had Energize until like I've done something super productive, or I'm in my workout and my burpees, I feel like I have springs in my feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I give analogies like that, but I assure people that yes, it does have caffeine in it. It's equivalent to a cup of coffee, but it's from green tea extract. It's not artificial.
When I drink a cup of coffee, like I crash within like 30 minutes to an hour. When I drink my Energize, it's like my brain is opened up and like I have energy for hours. Not like the crazy, like I'm going to clean the whole house in an hour energy, but just like consistent level, clear-headed energy personally. And I love it. And so, yeah, I do believe in it. If you need our testimonies, we'll share them with you. But let's see what else. Like I said, I'm going to email all my customers. I'm going to write that blog post. I'm going to send it to them. I'm going to email customers, and definitely customers and coaches, and talk about the fact, I wanted to let you know first about this new program. I'm going to actually work on that email this week, maybe Friday while everybody's shopping and my kids are playing with stuff. And I'll share with you that email I'm going to send out, but talk about it like it's exclusive. I'm excited about it. And if you're looking for something to switch up your fitness routine, to challenge yourself, to get back into a fitness routine maybe, then, this program launches. I've got an accountability group, and I want you to be the first people that get to do this with me. And that will be true for sure. And like I said, this is not for, somebody who needs to lose 100 pounds. Honestly, it's not for somebody who hasn't worked out in 15 years. This is for people who maybe have already, they're doing something, or they have experience with our programs in some way. And I'm sure there's a good modifier, but it's definitely a more extreme program. The timed nutrition, okay, this is going to be different. So I'm going to start talking about that as well. We have been going through this elimination program, which has been awesome. We haven't really talked about time nutrition, but I'm trying different things with my nutrition. And so I'm just going to segue into, I've been doing information about time nutrition. It's going to be part of this new program that I'm doing. These are some facts about it, like kind of address some questions. It's going to be different. Like you're supposed to work or eat like 30 minutes to an hour before you actually do your workout program. For me, that's a problem because I get up at like 4 something, which I can't eat. I do my quiet time that long, but I just have to get up and make sure I have my food. It's like fruit and a protein or something. I think you have to eat most days like an hour before. So it's going to be different. We definitely need to educate ourselves about it. We need to educate our challengers about it, give them a heads up, because if we're going to do this program and do it right, that's going to be part of it for sure. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, and I'm going to talk about it like it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a huge shift for me. And so it's going to be, people who don't understand clean eating, who have never done it before. This is not going to be something that turns them on at all. So, definitely talk to those people who already are clean eaters or already in your challenge group. And I know that, like, if we do this, like as a team, if you're a coach at whatever level that you're at, and you want to do this, we need to commit to doing it like the program is laid out. I have halfway done programs so many times, and I didn't do anything for me, for my challengers, for my business, or anything. So with doing this program, like, I want you definitely to decide, guys, if you're going to do it, like, are you going to do it the right way, and do it the way that it's laid out, because that definitely matters. We'll probably have like some type of coach challenge group within the dream team. So for like us coaches who are committed to doing it, we're going to be doing it. We'll have our own challenge group. So we are challengers. If there's anything that this elimination program has taught me, is that it's so important to be a challenger. It has made me a challenger again, and made me really think about what I'm doing, and challenged me to focus on my nutrition. If you do it and you're part of that, then we're probably going to have like Sunday night calls with Autumn to kind of walk us through the nutrition piece, the soreness, like if we hit plateaus and things like that. She's really, like, she was on our call last night, and she's so level-headed and so down to earth, and really so compassionate and caring about helping people get results and be healthy. That is what I always get for her. She doesn't want to teach people to be skinny and to be like models. She wants to teach people to be healthy, no matter what stage you're at in your life or in your fitness. And so I do believe that it's really important for us to get our own results, because this business works best, and we are most confident when we are doing what we are inviting people to do with us. When we are making good choices in our health and our fitness, the confidence just comes. When we get results, it makes us better coaches and makes us more believable as well. So, Christy, do you want to wrap that up, and we'll just see if you may have questions?
Okay. Yes. Something that, I mean, guys, I really think that this is kind of like, we had 21 Day Fix. A lot of us came into Beachbody and coaching after 21 Day Fix launched, so we don't really comprehend like how that shifted, for the coaches and for challenge groups, and what it did for the challengers. We benefited from it, right? But I really think that 80-day obsession is kind of taking it to the next level for a lot of people that have gone through 21 Day Fix, that have done Chalene Extreme, maybe even, some of these more, not extreme, but more in-depth programs. And so a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I've done 21 Day Fix, I did that. This is like, okay, we are serious. We're not just doing some little workouts. We are serious about nutrition and fitness, and like taking it to the next level. And a lot of times 21 Day Fix doesn't appeal to the gym people, if that makes sense. Like the hardcore people that like to work out for 45 minutes to an hour, that like to be sore every day. Like I've got one of those, my best friend. She's like, if I'm not sore every day and I don't stay at the gym for an hour, like I didn't get my money's worth. Or, like she's just that kind of person. And so like the 30-minute workouts just didn't do it for her. She just felt like she wasn't getting what she needed. So I think this also, while we say it's not for beginners, there's two things to that. I'll come back to that. But what it does is kind of opens that up for us to really target and connect and invite people that may not find that home workout appealing, because they feel like they need more of a harder workout, intense. And the other thing is it's November 20th. Gosh, I can't believe that. I swear it feels like Halloween was last week. It's November 20th. A lot of us are still working to get to Success Club for November. A lot of us are thinking like, what are we going to do in December? Because this doesn't come out until January. Well, for those people that love autumn, that say they're serious about really, committing to a new program or changing their life or changing.
What happened? She's frozen. Okay, maybe she'll come back. Is she frozen for everybody or just me? Maybe it's me.
I mean, we're but 45 days out from the end of the year. That's like 3 rounds of 21 Day Fix if you go hardcore back to back. So what I'm saying is, don't think you have to wait until December, end of December or January to sign people up for this. This is truly prepared to be in this group. And I had one more point. I kept thinking to myself, what is going to bring it home in December? Because December's a hard month, y'all. It is a hard month to get people to think. There's two ways that I have found that work. So one is Christmas gifts. I remember buying P90X3 for my husband for Christmas. So a lot of times people are already looking forward to January. So that is something that helps. And two, it's just something new and fresh. And last year we got a gift after Christmas called Beachbody On Demand. And I think I went from like Success Club 4 to like Success Club 16 or something, in 2 days, whatever. Cause I intentionally was like, this is coming, people, I promise. So, I've been thinking this year, like, what are we going to have? Well, the challenge packs launch December, is it 15th?
14th, yeah.
14th. So, okay, if you're already talking about it now, in the beginning of December, it launches on the 14th. So this is not something it doesn't come out until January. This is something that we can capitalize on this month and next month. That's one of the things that I'm doing.
Yeah. Good.
And in the beginning, I missed it. Connor was going to sleep still. Did you talk about that as a coach, if you buy it, you'll have access to the information and like having a heads up or in advance? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured.
Mm-hmm. All right. Does anybody have questions? Have we lulled you to sleep? I am excited about it. I think it'll be good. And we'll be dripping information for you guys in our team page. Like I said, whenever I create an email or a blog post or whatever, I'll definitely share that with you guys. And I'm sure Christy will as well. Christy's really good with words and stuff. So definitely use our resources, take them and make them your own. Don't copy Facebook posts from anybody or things like that. But like our things that we email to our coaches and customers, like totally. You can definitely reuse that stuff for sure. And like I said, I'll be working on that this week. Like I have it on my calendar to write my blog post and figure out some live videos about it for my challenge groups and stuff and come up with my initial email to my customers as well. So I'm hoping we get that Beachbody On Demand list of our customers soon. But anyways, all right, that's all I got. That's all we got. And we will be back next week with something. Next Monday night. But hey, and two, I know a lot of you guys are working towards Success Club. Like, don't stop. It's a crazy week. Just lead by example. Be consistent in your posts. Be consistent in your power hour. And then, if you want to do a Black Friday sale, have that ready to go. But next Sunday night, even like next weekend, like I would be ready to have a post. But the posts are important. But like we got to be inviting. You've got to be inviting one-on-one to these challenge groups, following up. And not giving up when you get objections. Like just lean into those objections. It is the holidays. Call on a sister or a friend or a cousin or aunt or an uncle or something if you have to. Sign your husband up as a coach. But definitely, make that a priority if it is a priority for you. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. I hope you have a good night and a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your families this week. I love Thanksgiving. All right. Good night. Bye.